Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Yes. Nithyananda, to all the participants and all the viewers who's watching us live right now. Nithyananda, all of you. We'll be now starting the Nithyananda Yoga by invoking the grace and blessings of our beloved Swamiji. Request all participants to sit in a comfortable position with your head against spine in a straight line. Remember Swamiji in your inner space. Close your eyes. Bring your palms in front of your heart. Namaskar Mudra. We'll be now chanting the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamotim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sarusham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Next is a Shiva Mula Mantra, where I will be chanting the Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha 11 times in eternity. Invoke the grace and blessings of Paramashiva within ourselves. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. 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 The next is the Tattvachanam, the ritualistic cleansing of the body, mind, and inner space and consciousness. As very beautifully Parameshwar says in the Vedas and Agamas, that if we purify our whole self, if we purify our whole body, it will be easy for Paramashiva to fill his vessel on us. He'll just pour pour His being into our inner space. When you do the Tattvachmanam, you purify every single body part in you, and in your invoking His grace to flow in your inner space. So I request all participants to keep your right hand in the shape of a Gokana Mudra, shape of a Kausya. Now pour then your water in the Panchapatram, the traditional spoon which you use for the puja. Take a little of water and pour it into your palm and drink the water that flows to the base of the palm 3 times internally. Om Alpadattvam Shodayami Svadha. Om Vidyadattvam Shodayami Svadha. Om Shivatattvam Shodayami Svadha. Wash your right hand, water with Panchapatram. Now, with the base of your right hand thumb, moving the hand from right to the left of the lips, chanting the following mantras internally. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your right hand, water with the Panchapatram. Now, with tips of your right hand, index, middle, and ring finger touch above the upper lips and below the lower lips. Wash your right hand with water from the Panchapatram. With tips of your right hand, index finger and thumb join together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. Tips of your right hand, ring finger and thumb join together, touch your right eye, right ear, left ear. Wash your right hand with water from the Panchapatram. Now, with the base of your right hand thumb middle finger, touch the navel, right chest, left chest. With the right hand fingertips together, touch top of the head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and your heart center. The next is the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution. If you want any intention to be manifested, as all of us learned very beautifully yesterday, that make it a conscious intention. You will manifest what you want, even in field of health, as all of us learned yesterday, that all the patterns and encompass which we have put in our inner space, that only reflect us in our diseases, in our body. Even relationship also, all of us understood that the patterns and encompass which we are having only is coming out as conflict with other person. But when you want to manifest an intention, you will see, just by infusing consciousness, you can manifest whatever you want. As very beautifully all of us learned in God initiating the Ananda Gandhi Diksha, where that space, the spot where the consciousness just opens up. Swamiji's spiritual healing energy just opens up. So when you are doing the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, you're actually connecting to that point where Swamiji is. As in that point, Swamiji is continuously available. That's the point where Swamiji is sitting, and we are connecting to Swamiji. So now I request all participants to keep your right palm over your left palm. Keep both the hands on the right side, which is the Sankalpa Mudra. And we'll be now chanting the Sankalpa mantra. Any intention you want to manifest, just connect to your Ananda Gandha and drop the intention over there. You will see, out of pure consciousness, it will manifest. Sankalpa. Mamopata samasta durita kshayadvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartam Cha Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Vidya Parade Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe वैवस्वतवन्मन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये शोभकृतनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे श्रीलक्ष्मी वेंकटेश्वर ऋतौ भगामासे कृष्णपक्षे द्वितीयायां शुभदितौ भानुवासरयुक्तायां पूर्व फल्गुनी नक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकरण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायां अस्यां शुभदितौ श्रीकैलासो नतद्वनशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढा श्रीमीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वराभिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वती संज्ञपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञानविश्रुत सकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणा समरिजत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयानुगीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचन्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा वयापवर्गवर्ष विश्राणजीभूत परमतगर्भकेसरी शैव सिद्धान्त स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पाण्ड्य महाराज गुरु शबलशाक्यादि महान्धकार निवारण ज्ञान भानो वीक्षणादर्हार ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीवद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवद्युत्तर विष्णु गुरु महाशक्तिनाद अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर विष्णु गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्त्रे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमुनिक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र सूरसेन इत्यादि नवच्छन्द सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंदिर चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांग साम्राज्य ऊधाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाण पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ धर्मचिन्ह पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अतुल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अतुल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्री परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठा श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिना प्रीत्यर्थं तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्तिसिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपाकटाक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेमस्थैर्यवीरविजयारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मादकाममोक्षचतुर्विधफलपुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्त मङ्गलावाप्यर्थं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञानवैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव कृपा कटाक्षेन पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दीर्घगात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. What should I thank? द्वादश पात्र ओम अपस्पृश्य Yes. With a beautiful preparation all of us did, let us now start with the Nithyananda Yoga. The first asana is Sukhasana. Now sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head taken spine in a straight line. Bring the index and thumbs joined, touching each other in the Buddha Mudra, and place them on top of your respective knees. Engage in all three bandhas. Visualize Parameshwar in your inner space. Engage the Mula Bandha, where you are where sucking the perineum in, pulling the stomach in and up, tucking the chin to the chest in the Chandra Bandha. Repeat Soham in throat center. Visualize Paramashiva in your inner space. Sukhasana. Tatsukhasanam ityuktam ashaktastamacheret asanam vijitam yena jitam tena jagatrayam. Next asana is Parvatasana. Now sit with the legs into Padmasana. Bring the palms together, raise them up above the head in Namaskar Mudra. Keep the elbows straight, engage in all three bandhas. Visualize Mount Kailasa here in the space. Parvatasana. अतवक्षे महादेव पर्वतासन मंगलम यकृत्वासे रूपी स्या स्वचक्रादि विलोपनम. The next asana is Haripavasana. You bring the soles and feet together in front of you. Hold the left hand by the right in the Shamni Mudra. Place the forehead and on the ground behind the heels. Engage in all three bandhas. Gaze at the nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Haripavasana. पूर्वमिरियाहु में जालो भेपगति संप्रथानो पिष्टिवचेदो वो करल्यावो दक्षिणकर स्वभाव गहावो. The next asana is Nagi Pavasana. The remaining same position. Stretch the hands out in front of the feet. Cup the palms, making a hollow in Shami Mudra. Engage in all three bandhas. Gaze at the nose. Visualize yourself as a snake. Nagi Pavasana. पूरब परियागा नीचो हो ही कहो पना से लगाई हाथ आगा ने धरती लगावे पसार दो हाथ की अंजुलि करे. Next asana is Kokilasana. The hold the big toes, index, middle fingers in Pran Mudra. Stretch the legs straight out and upwards, then cross them back into Padmasana. Lean forward and down into your elbows. Engage in all three bandhas. Visualize yourself as a bird. Kokilasana. अतान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवेदरः अकस्मात् वायु संचार कोकिलाख्यासनेन च. Next asana is Nithyananda. So place one ankle on top of the opposite knee and holding the opposite elbows. Engage in all three bandhas, switching the arms in circle manner in clockwise direction. Gaze at the nose. Nithyananda. गोदा बाम पादिकिया शिमाहिरी सोय रचरत को वारो तापरिगुल पसमोय वाम पारिको माहिलो बहुरो गुल्प जाना तापरी गोदांश की आंस बार लिठाना. Next asana is Gajasana. Now press the hands onto the ground, lifting the hips up high in the air. Then lower the head to the chest, scooping the body forward and down again and again. Visualize yourself as an elephant. Gajasana. दुब्जपादाग्रे भूमकृत्वा लम्बिभूय मस्तकाग्रे निधाय हितम्बं बोधमुन्दमय्य नाभि लक्ष्यं भूमो नासिका मानीया. The next asana is Vrikshasana. Now reveal same position. Start alternating, pressing the heel of one foot into the ground while lifting the other heel up. Repeat this again and again. Visualize yourself as a bear. Vrikshasana. केशेन पादयुगलम् एकैकपारमा कुञ्चागजासनं कुर्या वृक्षासनं भवति. Next asana is Vaishyasana. Now stand tall on the tips of the big toes. Keep the head and spine straight and bring the index with the ring finger towards the heart of the Hridaya Mudra. Engage in the Uddiyana Bandha, where pulling the stomach in and up. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Vaishyasana. केशेन पादयुगलं भद्वा तिष्ठेति दोमकः अथवा ईशावक्षे यकृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्. We will now entering in the first karana of the day, which is the Urdhvajanu Karanam. Now, stand with heels touching, toes facing outward at 45 degrees angle. Keep the knees bent and raise both the hands at the chest level, elbows parallel to the ground. Now twist one knee towards the center, then raising it up back across the body to its original position. Simultaneously as leg raises, point the movement to the respective hand. raising it up and placing it across the body. And repeat this on the other side. The next asana is Balingasana. Now interlace the fingers from outside in Sarva Shankara Mudra. Hold on to it deep, pulling it up towards the chest. Keep the spine straight, engage in all three bandhas, visualize yourself holding a baby. Balingasana. Ekam jalinga startavyam balalinganam bhavati. Next asana is Padpindasana. So take one foot, pull it behind towards the buttocks and holding it in both the hands. Keep the head and spine straight line, engage in all three bandhas, visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Padpindasana. स्थित कस्मिन् पादितले कराभ्यामेष्टयेतिनं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य तेन पादपीडनमासनम्. The next asana is Natarajasana. Now the respective hands hold on the sole of the foot from inside. Extend the opposite hand forward with index and thumb touching. And then in the mudra, simultaneously kick and pull the foot back and up while leaning forward. Visualize yourself as Lord Natarajasana. उत्तानपालं ग्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारिणे. Let's now repeat Balalingasana on the other side. Visualize yourself holding a baby. Ekam jalasya lingastatavyan balalinganam bhavati. Balalingasana, repeat it on the other side. Sitva kasmi padre karabhyamishtiyatam Vishesam abhyayatyena parapidana vasanam. The next asana is Natarajasana. उत्तानपानं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारिणे. We'll be now moving ahead to the next karana, which is the Ardharechita karana. Now sit in Aramandi, the half squatting position. Now bring the right foot behind the other with the toes down, heels up. Keep the left hand at the chest level and extend the opposite arm out like a pendulum and bring it back towards the chest. While the arm swings, move the fingers from the one in towards the palm and outwards. Place the right hand on your nose, uncross the palms and your heels, and repeat this on the other side. We'll be now moving ahead to very powerful meditation Swamiji is given, which is a skeleton dance. Where any incompletions, any patterns which you have, just by doing this one powerful meditation, a skeleton dance will actually help you to detox your whole system with all the incompletions and everything you should have. So now, I request all participants to close your eyes. Visualize yourself as pure skeleton. Shake the body as intensely as possible. Yes. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply as slowly as possible and as deep as possible. Relax yourself completely. Now, we will be moving ahead to the next karana, which is the Kati China karana. Now, from Aramandi, the house squatting position, bring the hands above the head with arms crossed and palms facing backwards. Now, move the hips to one side and simultaneously uncross the arms wide above the head. Come back to the beginning position. Repeat this on the other side. In Kati China karana. Yes. The next asana is Tadasana. Now stand tall on tips of the toes, raise the hands up above the head beside ears in Shambhi Mudra. Engage in all three bandhas, visualize yourself as a palm tree. Repeat Shivoham in your throat center. Tadasana. Mahamudra Bhadda Kono Tadasana Bhedikan Tamsda Korea Rantarvatni Badipriya. Next asana is Uttanasana. Now your standing position, lean forward and down, bring the hands flat onto the ground. Engage in all three bandhas, bring the forehead towards the knees, visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Uttanasana. Mahamudra Bhadda Kono Tadasana Bhedikalo Tamsda Korea Rantadvatni Priya. Next asana is Tarikshvasana. Now keep the hands flat on the ground, shoulders width apart. Step the feet back, keeping the toes on the ground. Tuck the chin to the chest as in Jandra Bandha. Rotate the head from side to the side. Tarikshvasana. गजासवस्थित्वा मस्तकं वारं वारं दक्षकुक्षं शवकुक्षिं नये तरक्श्वासनं भवति. The next asana is Bhujangasana. Now lower the entire body down onto the stomach and keep the toes pointed backwards. Keep the hands next to the chest. Raise the head up using the strength of the lower back muscles. Open the mouth wide. Inhale through the hollow of the throat and exhale in Bhujangana Mudra. Visualize yourself as a cobra. Bhujangasana. Angushtinami Ado Bhuma Vinise Karabhya Chidram Ditra Urishishapanivahi. The next asana is Shashasana. Now from tall plank position, alternate bring one knee in towards the chest, back and forth. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Shashasana. Gajasa samsado janadvayama kuncha varam varam kartavyam rathasanam bhavati sashasanam bhavati. The next asana is Rathasana. Now from the plank position, place one foot in between the two hands, simultaneously jump one foot back and bring the other in between the two hands, alternating this again and again. Visualize yourself as a chariot. Rathasana. Gajasasam ekekabbaram puromagyena bhravitva kartavyam rathasanam bhavati. The next asana is Virabhadrasana. Now place one foot flat on the ground, toes pointing backwards, and knees bent at 90 degrees angle. Extend the other leg back, keeping the knees straight, toes pointed out at 40 degrees angle. Raise the arms up parallel beside the ears, pull the stomach in and up in Dharabandha, gaze at the third eye. Visualize Lord Virabhadra in your inner space. Vashishtavadakondinam modukuktam evacha ashta vakramadotanam ayuram setu bandhanam. Let's now repeat Virabhadrasana on the other side. Vashishtavadakondinam modukuktam evacha ashta vakramadotanam ayuram setu bandhanam. The next asana is Vrikshasana. Now stand tall, bring one foot to the inner thigh, bring the palms together and raise them above the head, keep the elbows together in Anjali Mudra. Pull the stomach in and up in Dhyana, gaze forward, visualize yourself as a tree. Vrikshasana. Vamara desecha yamyam padam nidhayitu tishte tu vrikshavad bhuma vrikshasanidam viduhu. The next asana is Garudasana. Now stand tall, place one foot at the opposite hip. Keep the palms in front of your heart center. Keep your standing leg as if like a rod. Visualize Lord Garuda in your inner space. Garudasana. Garudasana vakshe nidhyanam surambhavi sarvadoshadir mukta bhavutiha mahabali. Let's now repeat Vrikshasana on the other side. Vrikshasana. Vamo ramula desecha yamim padam nidhayitu tishte vrikshavat bhuma vrikshasavidam viduhu. Garudasana. On the other side. Garudasana vakshe nidhyanam surambhavi sarvadoshadir mukta bhavutiha mahabali. Next asana is Trikonasana. Now stand and step one leg far back, keeping the front toes pointing forward and back toes facing sideways. Now keep the arm straight. Bring the front arm down towards the ground beside the foot, while the other arm extend towards the sky. Visualize yourself as a triangle. Trikonasana. Uttanapanagran chamcha varicham veerabhadrakam tatarajam trikonam cha saptagashta prasarade. Let's now repeat Trikonasana on the other side. Uttanapanagran chamcha varicham veerabhadrakam tatarajam trikonam cha saptagashta prasarade. We will be moving ahead to the next karana, which is the Nikutaka karana. Now sit in Narabandi, the half squatting position. Now, please bring the hands to the chest level and make sure both the palms are facing each other. Now, raise one leg towards his toes and simultaneously switch between alternating one other toes up while other foot goes on the ground. Simultaneously leg movements, switch the palms between one goes up and other goes down in Nikutaka karana. For next set of asanas, we entering the very powerful pranayama, which is the Brahmani pranayama, where you inhale, you're making the buzzing sound like a bee, and you exhale. And you'll be entering in new japa, which is Sadashivoham. You'll be repeating Sadashivoham in your throat center. Next asana is Angushtasana. Now, lower on tips of the toes, placing the prim on back of the heels. Keep the knees together and pass the movement of your heart to Namaskar Mudra. Vishwas Swamiji in your inner space. Angushtasana. Kabandasramityahu Gorakshasramevacha Angushtamushtikam Yeyam Brahmaprasaditam Tata. Next asana is Saurasana. Now from tips of the toes, extend one leg straight out, heel down and toes up. Bring the fingers down on the ground by the sides, palms facing forward in Varamudra. Saurasana. Prasare ekam padatam samstapyatvega padakam. Next asana is Vijayanasana. Now, with the respective hand, reach forward and hold onto the big toes with the index and middle fingers in Prana Mudra. Keep the opposite hand on the back of the heel. Vijayanasana. Gulpasida paramekam prasara tatpadagam sanpasharat karena gulpam charyam dhari tat karena dhunam pitam chavase chobayatra. Let's now repeat Saurasana on the other side. Saurasana. Prasara ekam padatlam samstapyatveka padakam. Vijayanasana. Repeat it on the other side. Gulpasida paramekam prasara tatpadagam sanpasharat karena gulpam charyam dhari tat karena dhunam pitam chavase chobayatra. The next asana is Brahmajaram Kushasana. Now, keep the toes on the ground, place spinning on top of the heels. Keep the gap between the legs. Hands on back with the hands resting on the sides in Shamya Mudra. Tilt the head down, gaze through the gap between the palms. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Brahmajaram Kushasana. दो प्राणापाली होए वैसे रिदो गिदा निवेसे कोरप की तरह यहाँ की माली आइसमा हीरा शेमिली. The next asana is Kapilasana. Now place knees on the ground with toes tucked behind, sitting perium on the heels. Press the hands on tip of the thighs, pull the stomach clean up in Uddiyana Bandha. Gaze at the nose, visualize a great sage. Kapila Mahamuni in your inner space. Kapilasana. वे पकड़ते समय ठहरावे तिनको माहिली कोर मिलावे पराप पानी धोई वैसे एरी दो बजोनी निवेसे. Next asana is Bhadrakorakasana. Now remain same position, switch the gaze to the third eye, release the Uddiyana Bandha and suck the perium in Mula Bandha. Gaze at the third eye. Bhadrakorakasana. दोवो पगड़े समझ करे कोरवाली भूप्रदरे कोरवाली राखी ऐसे तापरे मूलधारित की भेसे. Next asana is Suryasana. Now sit with your toes tucked in place on top of the raised heel. Knees off from the ground. Bring the thumbs and little fingers together in the Padmudra, opening up the palms. And raise the arms straight up above the head. Gaze through the hole between the palms. Visualize Lord Surya in your inner space. Suryasana. एरी दो गदात्रियाने पना भानी भेरी गुता ने गोया जंग अधर कर रहे आदि बाम सिवरिगा है. Next asana is Mandukasana. Now sit with toes flat and perium on the heels. Keep the hands flat on top on top of the knees and lift the tongue against the roof of the mouth in Mandiki Mudra. Catch the nectar of immortality dripping from the Sahasrara Chakra with your frog tongue as you visualize yourself as a frog. Mandukasana. पादतलो पृष्ठदेश अंगुष्ठेदे च संविषये ज्ञान एकमं पुरस्कृत्य साधयन् Mandukāsanam. Next asana is Uttara Mandukasana. The remaining same position, keep the hands in the back, holding the head with the shoulders and elbows. Then lift the tongue against the roof of the mouth in Mandiki Mudra. Uttara Mandukasana. Mandukasana madhyastam kurupurabra nimshiraha etad mekaduttana mandukam. The next asana is Simhasana. Across the ankles, sit on the feet. Keep the knees wide open, fingers spread on top in Chambe Mudra. Open the mouth wide, stick out the tongue, exhale forcefully. Gaze at the tip of the nose, repeat this several times as you visualize yourself as a lion. Simhasana. Dakshinam sarvagulpena, dakshinehara tetaram hasto jajanusam stapya swangulisya prasaricha. Next asana is Bhadrasana. Now sit in the heels under the perineum, keep the knees wide open. Cross the hands behind the back, hold the big toes in the Prana Mudra. Apply the Janarbandha, gaze at the nose. Bhadrasana. Gulpo Chiprisya Yadho Yukravis Mahidha Parangushokara Byancha Ritvacha Prishareshidaha. The next asana is Kakabhushandi asana. Now squat and keep feet flat on the ground, knees open wide. Bring the arms in and around the back, interlace the fingers behind you in Parashamudra, gaze at the nose as you visualize yourself as a crow. Kakabhushandi asana. प्रथमे वैसे कुकृताने दो हाथ भगवान चाने तिनको मोद नल्या त्रिल्यावे पृष्ठ बचे काकसी करावे. Next asana is Kanipavasana. Now place palms on the floor, shoulders width apart. Bring the knees on the back of the arms towards the armpits. Lean the chin forward and down. Gaze ahead. Kanipavasana. Asana kaogi nashi dushta hui tu achi hui. Next asana is Kapalyasana. Now place hands on the ground, shoulders width apart. Bring the top of the head on the ground, forming a triangle between your feet and the head. Bring the knees to the elbows, hips over the shoulders, straighten the legs up, gaze at the nose. Kapalyasana. Shisha dadikte ki bagmiliva ucha kare, pagatariya kan sarvashrashi do hata ki hateli. Relax yourself. The next asana is Parshamayurasana. Now squat and toes with legs together. Twist the body, place both the hands to one side. Align the body with the knees and the hip. Lean onto the arms, balance. Extend the legs to the side, gaze at the third eye. As you visualize yourself as peacock. Parshamayurasana. Mayuram dandavat kuryan, mayuram dandamakam, kuryan mayuram pashvabhyam, mayuram pashvanamakam. Let's now repeat Parshamayurasana on the other side. Mayuram dandavat kuryan, mayuram dandamakam, kuryan mayuram pashvabhyam, mayuram pashvanamakam. The next asana is Bhairaganathasana. Now, place both the hands on the ground, shoulders width apart. Stretch the legs back straight into Tarakshasana, the plank position. Step one foot outside the respective shoulder. Bring the foot between the hands, gaze at the third eye. Visualize Lord Kala Bhairava in your inner space. Asana Kaugana Piti Jayi. Let's now repeat this on the other side. Asana Kaugana Piti Jayi. The next asana is Uddakapitasana. Now from Tarakshasana plank position, place the forearms on the ground and walk the feet forward raising the hips. Lift the chest and head up, gaze at the third eye. Uddakapitasana. Bhonyasto janane hasto chatuspar vamakam utta pitangirigram katistalma bhiruka. Next asana is Vashishtasana. Now from Tarakshasana plank position, rotate the body onto the one hand, raise the opposite hand up. Keep the balancing hand directly beneath the shoulder. Raise the hips and gaze towards the sky. Vashishtasana. Uda kukita vashishta manichi hale matsikam parivitam chodarasya vedam nanurasanam. Let's repeat Vashishtasana on the other side. Uda kukita vashishta manichi hale matsikam parivitam chodarasya vedam nanurasanam. Next asana is Anjani asana. Now, sit with legs stretched, toes pointing up. Bring the hands under the buttocks, palms facing up in Shambhu Mudra. Keep the spine straight, elbows to the body, tuck the chin to your chest in Chandra Bandha. Gaze at the nose, visualize Lord Hanuman in your inner space. Anjani asana. दो कर की उबे हथेली कोरवाली मेले भेले सो आगा में भूप्रदाशे महाने अंग में निराशे. Next asana is Paschimottanasana. Now, sit with legs stretched out, bend from the waist and hold big toes with the index and middle fingers in Prana Mudra. Bring the chest to the thighs, head to the knees, engage in all three bandhas. Paschimottanasana. Janu parilatam tu paschimottan muchutena kene prakarena sukam dharam se jayate. Next asana is Ugrasana. Now swing the legs straighten and apart. Clap the hands behind the head, lean the chest forward and down, bring the head to the knees. Engage in all three bandhas, visualize Goddess Kali in your inner space. Nithyananda Ditva Janupri Shirone said Asana Agaravnam Proktam Bhavedana Deepanam. The next asana is Marichi Asana. Now sit with legs extended, bring one heel to the groin, knee raise. Reach the arms in and around the raised knee, clap the hands behind the back in Marichi Mudra. Bring the chest to the thigh, head to the knees, and so visualize yourself sage Marichi. Marichi Asana. Uttar Parang Kron Chamcha Maricham Veera Bhadrakam Nitarajam Trikonam Cha Suptangushta Prasarine. Next asana is Mahamudrasana. Now, let the knee fall to the side on the ground. Reach and hold the foot, keeping your legs straight. Break the chest forward and then engage in all three bandhas. Gaze at the nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Mahamudrasana. दावा पग की ये डी जो ये सीवन आने लगा वे सोई दक्षिण पाद लाभो जो सारे तामे आने काक सीधे. So repeat Marichiyasana on the other side. Visualize sage Marichi in your inner space. Marichiyasana. उत्तान पादं क्रां चमचा मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्तांगष्टप्रसारिणे. Mahamudrasana repeated on the other side. दावा पग की ये री जो ये सीवनी आने लगा वे सो ये दक्षिण पाद लाभो जो सारे तामे आने काक सीधे. The next asana is Bhadrasana 2. Now sit and bring soles of feet together with heels close to the perineum. Keep the knees wide and hold the feet firmly. Maintain straight spine, gaze at the nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. For the next set of asanas, we'll be repeating a new japa, which is Mahasadashivoham. I will be engaging in new pranayama, which is the Rechika Kumbhaka, where the exhalation is held longer, then you slowly inhale. Bhadrasana. Gulbo Tivrishya Syadaha Sivanyapa Shokshipret Nichalam. The next asana is Gwalipavasana. Now from Bhadrasana, extend the feet away from the body. Keep the toes together, heels apart. Keep the knees open. Place the hands at respective knees. Tuck the chin to the chest in Chandra Bandha. Gaze at the nose. Gwalipavasana. Urva Charvara Chokaso Soi Vahiryo Kiji Soi Yami Ede Binna Jurashi Angula Tandaro Rashi. The next asana is Joni Asana. Now sitting, keep soles of feet together. Heels close to perineum. Hold the soles of the feet, lean forward and down. Bring the forehead to the feet, gaze at the nose. Visualize Yoni Mandala in your inner space. Joni Asana. Dovu Pagatali Samtakare, Edamedicating Gadare Adahatako Antarashi, Latapakatalia Muparadashi. The next asana is Mirikipavasana. Lean forward and down, extend the hands out wide, palms down on the ground. Bring the forehead to the ground behind the heels, gaze at the nose. Mirikipavasana. Pura Viripari Pagatali Sampurishori Edi Milirashe Ediasu Mahanikan Agrudo Antre Datilagave. Next asana is Siddhisamadhyasana. Now sitting, keep toes together, heels apart. Bring the arms below the shin, extend it out and keep the palms facing up. Bring the forehead to the ground. Above the feet, bring the toes near the throat, gaze at the nose. Visualize Lord Surya in your inner space. Dovu Pagati Samtakare Sola Medaga Medare Angola Tantarashe Eriko Ese Didashe. The next asset, Chiriki Pavasana. Now sitting keeps heels together, toes apart. Hold the feet and open them up, bringing it soles towards the sky, keeping the back of the hands on the ground. Slowly press the elbows into the thighs towards the knees, gaze at the nose. Chiriki Pavasana. दो बगा की दी धरती मगवा में लगावे पगत की माही को इंता के शूज जोरे बारवी कोर पना शुलिया राशे. And then the next asana is Charpati Chokasana. Now remain the same position. Place the hands and knees and gently press them down. Pull the stomach in and up and Uddiyana Bandha, gaze at the third eye. Charpati Chokasana. दो वो पगली सामने करे अगा में के चार बसारे घोड़ा भूसो लगता राशे हाथ दो वो गोदा पर राशे. Next asana is Bhairavasana. Now sit and bring solar feet facing together, knees wide open. Lift the heels up, bring the toes down onto the ground. Now keep the knees on the ground, pull the stomach in up in Dhyana. Place the hands on the knees in the Bindu Mudra. Visualize Lord Kalabhaiva in your inner space. Gulpo Sambhir Chanyo Krimino Damshane Jano Pachikito Hasto Dantavad Bhairavasanam. Next asana, Samanasana. Now sit with one heel at the perineum, lift and hold the other foot, pulling the sole of the foot onto the chest. Gaze at the third eye. Look, hold the breath in the Muladhara Chakra. Samanasana. Samanasana Vakya Siddha Mantra Sadhana Eka Paramrutta Gushonya Linga Vatrake. Next asana is Apanasana. Now sit and place one leg on top of the respective shoulders. Raise the other foot upwards and straight. Keep the hands on the ground to the sides. Gaze at the third eye. Apanasana. केवल अंपायर में कंचस कंधे चारों पेट थाई के पालन गए तिष्ठे दंड वप्रभो. The next asana is so repeat Samanasana on the other side. Samanasana Vakshe Siddha Mantra Sarada Eka Parudha Gushoni Linga Vatrake. Apanasana repeated on the other side. केवल अंपायर में कंचस कंधे चारों पेट एक पालन गए तिष्ठे दंड वप्रभो. Next asana is Gomkasana. For the next set of asanas, we'll be entering the very powerful pranayama, which is Sitkari pranayama. Now replace the root of the tongue and the tip of the tongue at the roof of the teeth. Inhale, making the hissing sound, and exhale through the nose. You'll be entering into the japa while you'll be repeating Om Nithyananda in your throat center. Now sit. Now sit and cross one leg over the other, align the knees at the center of the body. The hips by the opposite hip, with the feet by the opposite hips. Place both the hands on top of staggered knees, gaze at the nose. Visualize a cow's face in your inner space. Gomakasana. Sabve Dakshinagam Banto Pishvashri Yoshari Kribita Savyam Gomkam Kamyata. The next asana is Anushasana. Now from Gomakasana position, hold your big toes, index and middle fingers in Pranamudra. Relax the shoulders, pull the stomach in up with your bandha, gaze at the nose. Visualize Rishikanusya in your inner space. दक्षिण गोदा नीचे ताने वाम तक को प्राणे गोदा संधिवला में बारी आधा पर में दे संधि बसारी. Next asana is Anushasana 2. Now remain same position. Interlace the fingers behind the back, lean forward and down. Bring the chin over the knees and touch the nose to the ground, gaze at the nose. Visualize the great sage, great Rishika Maharishi. Visualize Devi Anusaya in your inner space. Anushasana 2. जीवना गोदा किसन वृदा गोदा किसम दिविना राशे गोदा सोलिए पकतलिया वादवाय सुदाराशे. Next asana is Garudasana 2. Now sit on the ground with one heel pressed against the perineum. Keep the opposite foot on the ground in front of the other. Keep the spine tall, chest out, hands on the respective knees, gaze at the nose. Visualize like Garuda in your inner space. Garudasana. नाभाभगमोरी येदी माहिलम गोल्पमुनिता नीचे दे बेसे जीवनी पकितरी धरती ते गोदम जुभोराशे. Next asana is Naradasana. Now, interlace the fingers behind the neck, just outside of the raised knee, gaze at the third eye. Visualize great sage Narada in your inner space. Naradasana. पिष्ट जुबाम पगती के बोबिता लगा विपीरी गुरस्ना पनो हिजो इशबा क्रीड़ा केसो ही. Next asana is Matsupirikasana. Place one foot on top of the opposite thigh and wrap the respective arm around the knee. Hold on to the opposite shin. Extend the opposite hand straight. Hold on to the respective toes with the index and middle fingers in Pranamudra. Gaze at the nose. Visualize Matsya Avtara Mahavishnu in your inner space. Matsupirikasana. Vamena Vamam Gishtantu Grihita Matsupirikam Yurivame Sampidya Medra Paridakshinam. Next task. Let's now repeat the Gomakasana sequence on the other side. Gomakasana. Savye Dakshagul Bantu Pishtivashini Yoshiri Kshabita Savyam Gom Kamita. Anushasana. Anushasana on the other side. Yes, I complete all the participants for the interruption being made during Nithyananda Yoga. We had some technical issues. We have fixed now. We'll be resuming back. We will now continue with the Anushasana repeated on the other side. Where we'll be holding the big toes with the index and middle fingers. Continue to now visualize Rishikana Suya in your inner space. Anushasana 1. दक्षिण गोदो नीचो ताने वाम तक ऊपर आने गोला संधि मिलावे भारी आधा परमेदे संधि पसारी. The next asana is Anushasana 2. Now, continue to visualize Rishikana Suya in your inner space on the other side. Anushasana 2. Jimana Goda Kisam Uprida Vagoda Kisan Divila Rashe Goda Salye Bhaktalya Adavai Suda Rashe. Next asana is Garudasana 2. Visualize Lord Garuda in your inner space. Continue to repeat the Japa Om Nithyanandoham in your throat center. Garudasana 2. Davo Bhagmodi Yedi Mahilang Gulpamulata Niche Re Basic Jimani Bagaji Derti Te Godam Shaborashe. The next asana is Naradasana. Visualize yourself as Sage Narada in your inner space. Naradasana. Vishtujuvam Pagli Keri Buprita Hilaga Vipili Gurasana Pano Hejori Shipak Tira Kesoyi. The next asana is Matsupitikasana. Visualize the fish avatar of Mahavishnu in your inner space. Matsupitikasana. Vame Namamangushtantu Grhita Matsupitikam Yonivame Sampitya Medraripari Dakshinam. The next asana is Vaschendrasana. Now place one foot on the top of the opposite thigh. Place the opposite foot on the ground on far side of the opposite thigh. Twist and bring the elbow outside the raised knee. Keep the arms raised by the neck. Turn the head back, gaze at the third eye. Visualize the great sage Vaschendranatha in your inner space. Vaschendrasana. Udaram pasima basam kritva dishti yatanha namra gava balam hi rakshajanu parinyaset. The next asana is Kubasana. Now maintaining the legs in the same position. Extend the hand down to the foot, keeping the opposite hand at their respective ear. Turn the head back, gaze at the third eye. Visualize yourself as a camel. Kubasana. Asana kaugana jolo jaye. Next asana is Matsyendrasana 2. Now keeping the opposite hand on the ground, turn the head back, gaze at the third eye. Visualize the great sage Matsyendranatha in your inner space. Masyendra Pitam Didrapadipam Vajan Lukmandala Kandanastram Abhyasda Kundalini Pravotam Dandastaratam Hilidaripum Sam. Let's repeat Matsyendrasana 1 on the other side. As you continue to visualize the great sage Matsyendranatha in your inner space. Udaram Paschima Bhasam Kritva Tishti Yatinha Namra Gava Balam Hi Rakshajanu Parinyaset. Kubasana. Visualize yourself as a camel. Asana Kaugana Jolo Jaye. The next asana is Matsyendrasana 2 on the other side. Visualize the great sage Matsyendranatha in your inner space. Matsyendra Pitam Jadara Pradeep Pimpachan Lukmandala Kandanastram Abhyasta Kundalini Pravotam Tandastaratam Hidaripum Sam. The next asana is Padmasana. Now sit and place feet on top of the opposite thighs. Palms. Place the palms on respective knees in Shabha with the engaged in all three bandhas placed at the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Paramashiva. Padmasana. Asadam Dividam Proktam Padmam Vajra Sampata Udvar Vrichedde Bhepa Deyata Vadvasrama Teta Sarvabhapa Pranashanam. Next asana is Padmasana 2. Now cross the arms. Cross the arms, hold on to your toes with the index and middle fingers. In Pranamudra, gaze at the nose, visualize yourself as Goddess Parvati. Padmasana 2. Uttano Chana Krutva Rusam Yatna Uru Madhyara Ruttano Pani Kritva Ritadasho. The next asana is Kukutasana. Now sit and place feet on top of the opposite thighs. Place palms on the ground between the two thighs. Lift the body up from the mat. Visualize yourself as a rooster. Kukutasana. Padmasam Samstapya Nanovaranti Rekaro Nivesh Bhuma Vatishti Vyomasta Kukutasana. The next asana is Badhikekiyasana. Now rise up into the knees, place the palms on the ground, fingers pointing towards the perineum. Keep the elbows together, press it against navel, then lean forward, find a balance, extend the knees off from the ground. Badhikekiyasana. Naramavashtabhyakaradve Netaku Pristabhinami Pashasvaha. Next asana is Mayurasana. Now extend the feet out. Extend the feet. Visualize yourself as a peacock. Adavakshe Mahadeva Mayurasana Muttamam Bhumanipadya Stodva Purpropari Dehakam. Relax yourself now into Makarasana. Lay down on the stomach with the feet pointing outwards and forehead on the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the neck in Parshamudra. Visualize yourself as a crocodile. You will be now repeating new japa, which is Om Nithyananda Mahasadashivam Japa in your throat center. Makarasana. Adhyashete hritam nidaya bhuma uchapada cha prasaramano shirasidatva karananda yukme dehardikaram makarasanam tate. Next asana is Shalabhasana. Lay down on the stomach, place the hands on the ground beside the chest. Raise the legs up, bring the thighs off from the ground. Visualize yourself as a locust. Shalabhasana. Adhyashete karakbhamakshubhu nastapikroslabyam padochune chvitastuchodhavananti pitam shalabhamulindraha. Next asana is Ushtrasana. Now lay down on the stomach, bring the hands to the feet, pull the feet down towards the ground outside of the hips. Visualize yourself as a camel. Ushtrasana. Adhyashete padikavashtam pishtyanidayabdam karabhyam akunche savyadrasigadam mustranjapitam yogiro vadanti. Next asana is Dhanurasana. Lay down on the stomach, bring the hands to the feet, kick the legs back and up, simultaneously pull the feet towards the sky. Lift the chest up from the ground, raise the head up, gaze at the third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Paramashiva's bow. Pasarapado Burandaru Pakor Jusperi Parikvam Kritvadanastulli Vidagam Dekati Yogi Dhanurasanam Tate. Next asana is Bhagasana. Now sit on both knees with head against spine straight line. Place the palms down on top of the respective knees. Gaze at the third eye. We'll be now repeating new japa, which is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We repeat the Mahavakya in the throat center. Bhagasana. Ulita Mori Pauro Vese, Bahro Jigare, Vese, Panamaiha Gulpo Chok, La Pachila Vesobu. The next asana is Gohyasana. From knees, place forearms on the ground, fingers interlock, elbows, shoulders width apart. Place top of the head on the ground, holding the back of the head with the hands. Walk the toes forward until the hips align with the shoulders. Lift the feet up, keeping the knees bent together against the chest, touching the chin, gaze at the nose. Gohyasana. दो हाथा की कहूनी जोई पुनः कलर जाने दो पिष्टंग की पुनः जान ये सब ले पूपरिठानो. Next asana is Sirsasana. Now slowly extend the feet straight, gaze at the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Sirsasana. Viparitam mandalam cha videja vihitam rinha dadda samita proktam viparitopameshane. Slowly relax yourself. The next asana is Podhyasana. For the next set of asanas, we'll be entering to your very new pranayama, which is the Bhastrika pranayama, where you'll be rapidly inhaling and exhaling as we're doing a chaotic breathing. Podhyasana. Now sit with the hands behind the calf, stretch the legs up, bring the forehead to the knees, come to vertical position with the legs. Podhyasana. दो हाथ गुब्बारा आने गोदा तेरे काक सीता ने अंगुष्ठ पिंडली लगदा धरने चलो व्याकर शीकरे. Next asana is Parigasana. Now sit and extend legs out and up at a 45 degrees angle. Keep the hands behind and hold the opposite shoulders. Keep the chest upright, legs straight and toes pointed. Hold your breath, gaze at the third eye. Visualize yourself as a mace. Uttanam shayanam kritva padamnitva prasaritam bhumas vistyastabhyam kandarabhadva kumkum kritva tishtet parighasanam bhavati. Next asana is Naukasana. So place the elbows and palms on the ground. Visualize yourself as a boat. Gaze at the third eye. Naukasana. उत्तानं शयनं कूर्पराभ्यां भूनष्टभ्यः हस्तो नितम्बं निधाय शिरोहुरो जङ्घापाद नन्दवद्धारयेत् नौकासनं भवति. Next asana is Rudrasana. Now sit with the feet up, scoop the hands under the heels and pull the feet towards the chest. Keep the spine upright, gaze at the nose. Visualize Lord Rudra in your inner space. Rudrasana. Pagatali sampadikari hatasya bhuchai pagaka murdal parlikari tadave lagave. The next asana is Unmukapitasana. Now, lay down on the back with your feet flat on the ground. Palms facing down, fingers touching back of the heels. Lift the hips up high, pressing the feet into the ground. Chin tuck to the chest and gaze at the nose. Unmukapitasana. Udvyajani kritva shayidhvamukam tatha uttabhyastatiштेत pithunmukanamake. Next asana, Shivasana. Lay down on the back with the palms facing upwards, completely untouched from all micro wounds of the body and the mind. Let the body remain dead. Visualize the body has been dead and the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Swamiji, is liberating you. As you bring awareness to every single body part in yourself, in Shakti Chalan Mudra. Shivasana. Adha Shavasanam. Uttayam Shavavad Bhumo Shayanam Tu Shavasanam. Shavasanam Shrantiharam Chitta Vrishranti Karakam. Continue to repeat the Mahavakya in your inner space.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Now, start to wiggle your toes and your palms and raise yourself to a comfortable seated position. Yes. Congratulations for all the participants. All of you have completed the 108 asana sequence. We'll be now giving a break for all the participants. You can drink some water, use the restroom, and freshen up yourselves for the Triti Vinyasa Kramas. So stay tuned for the next set of asanas. on transition. Yes. Nithyananda, to all the participants, we complete with all of you for the delay which have been caused during Nithyananda Yoga. We were facing some technical issues. We have resolved the issues now. We'll be resuming back to yoga. So, the first asana of the Ditya Vinyas Krama is Yathasana Ishtasana. Now, bring the thumbs and index touching each of them in the mudra. Place them wherever you want. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Engage in the Mudabandha. Repeat the Mahavakya in throat center. Yathasana Ishtasana. Paryankam Tatsamakyatvam Yatha Samsthamata Sthitihi. Next asana is Samasana. Now sitting cross-legged, hands and knees with thumbs and index touching. Take long deep inhalations and hold. Then take prolonged inhalations and exhalations. Samasana. Idanim garbhinam yogabhyaso yata lughu shuka prashavalabhaya prochute praktanepati. Next asana is Muktasana. Now place your right foot against the genital region. Place the right foot over top of the left. Hands facing downward on top of the knees, gaze at the nose. Muktasana. Repeat Yasivanim Sukshmam Dakshinetara Gulpataha Vamam Yamin Gulpena Muktasana Bhavet. Next asana is Siddhasana. Now, maintain same position as Muktasana. Switch the gaze at the third eye. Muktasana. Siddhasana. Sthanam mamichendriyo chaladrisha pashim bhruvarandaram chaitan mokshaka padabir janakam siddhasanam prochute. Next asana is Siddhyasana. Now maintain same position as Siddhasana. Switch the gaze to the ground in front of you. Engage in all three bhundas. Siddhyasana. Vamapariki yedi jhano sivan marita se kothano dachapariki yedi joyi medumati lagave soyi. The next asana is Rudrasana 2. Keep the legs in the same position as Siddhyasana. Rotate the hands on top of the knees in the Bindu Mudra. Switch the gaze at the third eye. Visualize Lord Rudra, the fierce dimension of Paramashiva in your inner space. Rudrasana. Vamacharna Paridachara ke ege juguti asavridha ke Vama pagitle mahili kora dachine ke jo bahar levora. The next asana is Santadunasana. Now maintain same position Rudrasana 2. Switch the gaze at the nose. Asra Kaugaraman ki chanchalata mitha. Next asana Siddhasana 2. Maintain one heel on top of the other. Bring one palm over the navel. Bring the hands to the navel, cupping one palm over the other, resembling a lotus flower in Samputta Mudra. Siddhasana. Rujikaya Sabasinaha Siddhasana Dhiratam Pasar Bhuvipado Toto Brahmangushta Madarat. Now, the next asana is Bandhi Yoniasana. Maintain one heel on top of the other. Little fingers beneath the bottom lip, ring fingers above the upper lip, middle fingers closing the nostril, index over the eyes, thumbs closing the ears in Bandhi Yoniasana. Yatra Vatye Mahadeva Bandhi Yoniasaneshu now Yakritva Khechuru Bhuta Vishireti Shiro Yatha. Next asana is Virasana. Now place one foot on the thigh and another foot under the opposite thigh. Touch your thumb and index finger together in the Bindu Mudra. Place them on top of the knees. Virasana. Eka padamete mate kaspin vignesoy samsitaha rasmintata choram virasavadhiratam. The next asana is Valmikasana. Left heel on the right side, gentle organ toes under the thighs. Right foot on the left leg, toes by the knees. Hands on the knees touching, thumbs and index touching each other with the mudra. Gaze at the third eye. Valmikasana. Dava pagigi pagatali punedi hejoya panandishi made dachna anilagave soya. Next task is Joni Mudrasana. Now keep the legs in same position. Switch the gaze at the nose. Visualize the Yoni Mandala in your inner space. Bapad pagatali jahima nikori Joni tahandari very say ulata pava jomori. The next asana is Yoni Asana. Now keep the feet and hands in same position. Switch the gaze at the third eye. Continue to visualize Yoni Mandala in your inner space. योन्यासनं पर्वतेन योगं योगफलेनिलं तत्कालफलान् तावत् केचिरोजावदेवहि. Next asana is Bhadrasana 3. Sit and bring soles of feet together, holding with both the hands. Bring the knees down towards the ground, gaze at the nose. Visualize Lord Virabhadra in your inner space. Bhadrasana 2. Gulpo chavrisyadah sivanyapa shokshipeti savya gulpam tata savya dakshu gulpam ti dakshine. The next asana is Aghorasana. Now bring soles of feet together at the perineum. Press your tongue against roof of the mouth and gaze at the third eye. With the right hand, cover your mouth. Close the left nostril with the index finger. Inhale through the right nostril. Close both the nostrils, hold the breath, then exhale through left nostril. Repeat this on the other side in Antiku Pranayama. Visualize yourself as an Aghori. पूर्वकहो वृश्चिका जोई वाही वीडियो कीजी सो ही संबंगुरु के बाहरी अने मुख को तुनी संपद करिथाने. Nithyanandam to all the participants. We'll be now moving ahead to having the blessings of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism. Swamiji is coming live right now for a special ritual named Maguda Abhishekam being done on Swamiji. So let us now receive the darshan of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism.